Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And here comes the junior running back. A 6-touchdown game in their last win.
I gotta tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak, and the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion, putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to be.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Oh, pressure's coming. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. He's going to take off. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Completes it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. What a great job settling in on the road and threatening to score now here on 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Oh, he's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
Straight ahead, it's Thomas. Makes a man miss. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll send the tight end in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure. It's caught. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Bring him down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Rebels send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They gave up the sack on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. That's 20. He's got space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there ready to cook. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up and an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Lyons. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Off the boot, looking for his man. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeps it himself. The pitch. Next going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our 1st score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the 1st points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Pulls it. Now the toss. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he's brought down, and he just about took it all the way. How about the timing on the pitch from this quarterback on the option?
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Mitchell. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. The run inside. It's Thomas. Pass to 6. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's got room. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Motion from the wideout. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. 3rd and long coming up. Pulls it. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Now the pitch. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and they now lead by 5.
When you go option down here on the goal line, the ball can be basically 3 places almost simultaneously. Very, very difficult play to stop in a 2-point situation, and the offense comes away with 2.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Right side, it's Burnett. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Second and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today, so let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's Ole Miss engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, UNLV's head coach told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Brown will throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback, Sam. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Looking for the edge. Quick toss. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, North Dakota State. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and they now lead by a touchdown, a 6-point edge. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish, a 70-yard run to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Irvin. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Rebels sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Sees an alley. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Stopped right there.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got the quick pass. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Play action on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Lyons. Runs through a man, he might have some space. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Dakota State. A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it. The pitch. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, it's Thomas. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They go to the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today, over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Brown wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Offense gets set for second down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got a little grass. Knocked out of bounds. After a good gain on that one, they'll spot it at the 43.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Brown will throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught, it's Myers. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Oh, he's wide open. You got
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the return, it's Irvin. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Drops back on 1st down. Fires left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this is a tough spot for the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Rebels in the hurry-up. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to...
Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense, always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. He throws one to the left. Leaping grab for a big gain. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Tough run here. It's Scott. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Drops back. It's Hayes. Buying time to his right. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. There's some room. Touchdown, North Dakota State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Deep in the end zone, it's Irvin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wants to throw one first. Left side, it's Burnett. Turning it on! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. This time he's got his man. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Rolling right and going deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Ready, go! Pulls it. He'll toss it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Some say run out the clock. Some say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense not showing press coverage. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.